Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the 76ers in Philadelphia. For Philadelphia, they have what every team has on its list of top priorities: starting off the new season with a win and hopefully feeling the benefit of their work in the offseason and preseason. Hey, Shaq, Dirk Nowitzki has come up with this shot late in his career, this one-legged fadeaway. What do you make of that move?
I call it the iron leg jumper, Ernie.
The iron leg?
Ein, E-I-N, as in Einstein, but take away the Stein. Ein means one in German. Iron leg jumper, unstoppable move. He bumps you, gets you off balance, then takes a step back and shoots a fadeaway. Unprecedented move, similar to stat sheet stuff, skyhook. Unstoppable.
But the skyhook revolutionized the game. You're not saying that about this Dirk Nowitzki one-legged, iron-legged jumper, whatever you call it.
I'm just saying that this shot can't be stopped. I don't know about revolutionaries and kings and all that stuff. Just couldn't be stopped.
Didn't think the conversation would go down that road, but obviously it did. Anyway, let's get courtside. Kevin Harlan standing by.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me in the booth, as always, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. The fans here in Philadelphia ready to cheer on their 76ers in this interconference matchup. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first game of the NBA's regular season. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Dirk and Chandler up front. Terry is out there with Devin Harris. And it's Crowder in it, the small forward. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here's Harris.
So often what you're able to do on the road to find who you are as a team, and in the Western Conference where you'll finish in that conference. Lucky for Dallas, they were a very strong road team.
Crowder kicks to Nowitzki. Goes up to the stripe. Nice jump shot. Good. Nowitzki's got the first points on the scoreboard for Dallas. Here's Cheeks. He dishes it to Iverson. Here's Cheeks. The drive by Iverson. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Nowitzki.
Dallas with 23 road wins, as you said, and that seemed to be the difference for them getting back to the playoff picture and driving the Spurs all the way to 7 games in round 1.
Now here's Nowitzki. He's coming off a 16-point game against Indiana. Count the bucket.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I caught up with head coach Brett Brown. Coach told me that defensively, he's not even sure how you contain Dirk Nowitzki offensively. He said he really has an unstoppable shot with that turnaround. I don't know how you stop it, but we're going to try. Guys, it always helps to have those athletic, rangy defenders who can at least get a hand in his face. We'll see what matchup they go with defensively.
And thank you for that, Doris. Well, Clark, you look at why the Mavs were so good on the road. They just weren't affected by the change in venue.
Yeah, they were top 3 in shooting as a road team, right behind the Heat and the Spurs, unfazed by being away from home.
You know, the Sixers, quite honestly, since 2003 have been a team stuck on that treadmill of mediocrity, never winning more than 43 games. You know, last season the organization finally committed to a full overhaul and rebuild.
Shot clock at 6, and it's Harris off the drive. Another shot, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
At the line And the Sixers rebuild really started in earnest during the 2013 draft when they traded away their all-star point guard Drew Holiday to New Orleans for 2 separate first-round picks. A defining move, I think, to strategically weaken the team while acquiring assets.
Chandler hits them both. And you look at last season for the Sixers. Yes, they were a losing team, but a losing team with a plan.
Yeah, you know, that's right, Kevin. Coach Brown said that they had 6 NBA players and a bunch of guys fighting for a spot. But as time passes and you see this young talent develop, I think they do have a chance to be pretty special.
Here's Malone, open and close and nails it. Malone's got his first points of the night. The Mavericks leading. Terry outside. Left side, Harris. The pass to Crowder. Dallas moving the ball around. And it's Terry off the drive. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Terry's got his first points in this one. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Cheeks. Feeds it to Malone. Malone left side. Shoots from the baseline. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Harris against Cheeks. Harris dishes to Nowitzki. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Now, here is Irving. Passes it to Cheeks. Iverson with the ball. Devin Harris covering. From the wing. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Harris. Lets it go from 11. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 3rd rebound on the night. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable. Dirk Nowitzki last season back in the All-Star game, his 12th in 13 seasons. As he left the knee troubles of 2 seasons ago in the rearview mirror. He's in top form once again.
Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 6 points for Dirk Nowitzki. 76ers trailing. Here's Cheeks. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Iverson passes to Irving. Here's Cheeks. Here's Malone. Hits the jump hook.
Textbook.
For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Harris outside. Chandler with the screen on Cheeks. 6 on the shot clock. Harris against Cheeks. Harris missing again.
They had a defender draped all over. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
Here's Cheeks. Into Wilt Chamberlain. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Mavericks trail by 3. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist by Harris. That's now 8 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Here's Cheeks. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Chamberlain with a screen on Terry. Pass to Cheeks. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Nowitzki's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now here is Harris. Nowitzki, no good. Cheeks against Terry. Cheeks kicks to Irving. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Tembo is checked in for Chamberlain. McGinnis comes in for Malone. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Iverson. And Freeze subbed in for Cheeks. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Juwan Blair. He's checked in for Chandler. White comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Lito's checked in for Jason Terry. And Barea subbed in for Harris. Here's Lito. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him too.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Barea, and it's good. Now just a 1-point 76ers lead.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it. You know, it was a long search for the Sixers to pick their coach going into last season. Very methodical they were in their approach. Did a lot of research, but in the end, they made an impressive hire with Brett Brown. He's got a wealth of experience in player development. Quite honestly, he seems like an ideal fit for this young team.
And Brett Brown spent some time developing players with the Spurs.
Yeah, wealth of experience, passion for the job, and they say he exemplifies that culture of hard work that they're trying to instill. He's always in the gym.
Juwan Blair is undersized at 6'7", playing the power forward spot, but he's wide, he's got great length, and he's extremely active on the offensive glass. And really has a nice knack for finishing inside.
And for Blair, the question marks have been more at the defensive end of the floor, Steve.
Well, yeah, because it's harder for him, Kevin. He just doesn't have that height. He's got the size and the strength, but not the height. So there's certain matchups that are tough for him. But I think overall, Blair's been able to carve out a nice niche and find a good role for whatever club he's been with.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
You know, you can go a lot of different directions here in terms of trying to describe how bad the Sixers were, but I'm just going to leave it at they really were bad. And it started with their struggles at home. But they do have a promising talent in Michael Carter-Williams.
McGinnis' shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Lito dishes to Crowder. He feeds it to Lito. Barea with Blair, a screen on Iguodala. 5 to shoot. Here's Barea. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good. Barea's got his second basket. You mentioned the 76ers struggling here at home. 10 home wins all year, which Steve was tied for the fewest in the league.
Yeah, and you know the Philly faithful let them hear about it. But I think, you know, in general, the fans understand the process here and the plan. They're going young. They're going to suffer for a while, but it can't last too long in Philadelphia. The fans won't stand for that.
Here's Lito. Here's the 3. And the foul called on Juwan Blair. That's his first foul.
Well, he gave the officials no choice there. Easy call. Went right over the top.
Yeah, he's got to go straight up when he's under the boards in that kind of traffic. Can't chest first into the man in front of you. That's a foul.
56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Free passes to McGinnis. To stop the run. Pass to Free. Dishes it to Collins. Here's McGinnis, and there's the call on Brandon Wright. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Well, you look at the numbers, Kevin. Last year they were around 71% from the line as a team, so not a very good number there.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
And he knocks down the first one.
One thing you know when it comes to the Mavericks is they're not going to sit back and stand pat. They want to reload, not rebuild every year.
McGinnis hits them both. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Here's Lito. He's guarded by Collins. And the 76ers shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. "17 seconds left here in the first quarter. Blair, a screen on free. Barea kicks to Lito. The feed to Barea. With 1 on the clock. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. It's all tied in Philadelphia. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. The 76ers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Cheeks is out there with Allen Iverson. Then it's Collins, and it's McGinnis, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Cheeks against Harris. Cheeks' shot is good. Cheeks has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the 76ers. And here's Barea. Wright with a screen on Iverson. Barea dishes to Wright. Into Blair. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. Iverson outside. And there's the pass to Cheeks. Here's McGinnis. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Iverson. Inside Leaner. And that's off the glass and in. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
Harris passes to Barea. Wright with a screen on Iverson. There's the dish to Lito. Launches a 3, and he gets it to go. Lito's got 6.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Chamberlain a screen. The drive by Iverson. Knocked away.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Lito kicks to Barea. He dishes it to Lito. Harris passes to Lito. Feeds to Barea. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 15. Here's Blair, and he converts the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 1. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
Here's Collins after the made shot from DeJuan Blair. Cheeks kicks to Collins. From beyond the arc, it's hauled in by Harris. Here's Chamberlain, and it's blocked by Wright. The shot's good from McGinnis. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Lito. He's guarded by Collins. Harris kicks to Barea. Wright with a screen on Iverson. Barea dishes to Lito. There's the 3. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. He's checked in for Blair. Nowitzki comes in for Brandon Wright. And it's Terry in for J.J. Barea. Here's Cheeks. Kicks it to Irving. On the wing, Iverson. Passes it to Chamberlain. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Tyson Chandler. And for Berea, at just 6 feet, a scrappy defender, Clark. He plays in close, and he's a master of drawing charges.
Yeah, you know, the league actually cracked down on him a little bit. One of the players singled out for flopping. That's mitigated one of his best defensive weapons.
And he makes the first. These youthful Sixers, Clark, really trying to play a full tilt, open court style.
Yeah, they want to play up-tempo under head coach Brett Brown, and he said he doesn't want a controlled pace. He wants reckless abandon under control.
Chamberlain hits them both.
And the Sixers' aggressive style, a stark contrast to the way they played not that long ago when they were one of the most conservative teams in the league, looking to avoid turnovers and often settling for 2-point jump shots.
Now here's Nowitzki. 8 points for him. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. 10 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Pass to Chamberlain. On the wing, Irving. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the Sixers last season led the league in pace of play, shooting about 25% more three-pointers than everybody else. Even their big men took shots from long range beyond the arc. Really a fun style to watch. And I think it's exactly the way they need to go as they rebuild.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And don't forget about their three-point shooting, too, because that could be a major factor here tonight.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You know, to make the playoffs in the West, because it's so difficult out there, you've got to take advantage of your opportunities against the weaker East, and the Mavs did just that.
Now here's Nowitzki. 10 points for him.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Pass to Cheeks. Back to Iverson. Irving dishes to Chamberlain. Another shot, and the basket by Malone. Malone's got 10 points in the game.
And as the game has gone along, they've gotten much more aggressive on the offensive boards.
You know, crashing the boards is really an effort thing. It's an attitude and effort thing. And if teams get tired, they usually take a break on crashing the boards. But they've done just the opposite here.
Here's Harris. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Terry against Iverson. Fades. Nowitzki can't get that one to fall. Most years, if you want in the Western Conference playoffs, you need 20 wins against the East. The Mavs met that mark last year.
Well, over the last decade, the team has been very good against teams from the East, save for a couple of hiccups here and there. Possibly because, being in the middle of the country, the road trips are not as difficult and as brutal for Dallas as the teams on the coast.
76ers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist from Julius Irving. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Iverson outside. And again, it's Philadelphia.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
And it's Harris off the drive. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Harris has got his first points of the game.
You know, when he scores buckets like that, Kevin, it just shows that he can bring some of that X factor for his team.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Andre Iguodala is perhaps the premier wing defender in the league. Dre himself said, "I used to always joke with my coaches I could play defense in my sleep." But it's not just natural ability, he said. There's another me in the league. They have the same things. Long arms, quick feet, and they can defend. They just choose not to do it. Kevin?
It comes from within, Doris. Thank you. Here's Harris following the basket made by Wilt Chamberlain. Iverson against Terry, and he gets it to go.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need...
Nowitzki inside. Banked in off the glass. Nowitzki's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Dallas coach Rick Carlisle has demonstrated his versatility throughout his coaching stops in Detroit, Indiana, and Dallas. Not really a system coach. He adapts to the talent that he has on each individual team and goes accordingly.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. He touched on his desire to see them make heavy use of the pick and roll for the rest of the game. Keep setting those screens, fellas. Those were his exact words. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
And thank you for that, Doris. And Carlisle presiding over a more half-court, station-to-station style of play in Detroit and Indiana. He's embraced a more up-tempo style, it seems, in Dallas.
Yeah, and he's got an offensively gifted team with the Mavs, and he's always been an innovator using zone defenses to hide weaker defenders and to keep opponents off balance. And again, another example of how the outstanding coaches don't stand pat. They're always learning, growing, and adjusting to give their teams the best chance to win.
Good thought.
You know, the Sixers have really undergone a complete reversal in recent years from a team with a very old-school, traditional front office to a team that's now focused on the science and analytics of winning basketball. And quite honestly, guys, we're seeing more and more teams embrace the analytics side of things.
Here's Crowder. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Harris inside. He's covered by Iguodala, and the basket by Harris. And for the Sixers, their new stat-driven decision-making permeates the organization from ownership, Steve, to the front office, all the way down to the coaching staff.
Well, that's where the league seems to be going, Kevin. The teams are trying to think further ahead and see opportunities for strategic advantages. But look, it's still a balance. You've got to have chemistry and coaching, and those numbers will come in play. But they can't be the be-all, end-all.
Now here is Harris, following the miss by Moses Malone. Terry against Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. Nowitzki sets a screen for Harris. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
The 76ers lead it. Here's Free. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Guys, this offense very effective.
Point right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Offensive rebound. A shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Philadelphia shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Irving kicks to Malone. Shot to end this cold run, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Malone's got 12 points in the game. Harris outside. Nowitzki with the screen on Free. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Crowder the pass to Terry. Goes back up, and it's sent back by Mutombo.
And if they're smart, they will hold for the last shot.
That's got to be the objective here, Steve.
And that one's good. And it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Here's Nowitzki, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And an ideal finish to the quarter for them as he drains it at the buzzer.
Boy, I like the fact he didn't rush it at all. Fantastic shot.
And the first half ends in a close one. 76ers lead by 2. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Philadelphia with the ball. The lead is 2. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Dirk and Chandler up front. Harris is out there with Terry. And it's Crowder in at the 3. And Iverson gets it to go.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Nowitzki drives in. Iverson against Terry. Now Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Now Chandler inside. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Chandler's got his second bucket of the night. Well, we've all seen what Tyson Chandler can accomplish when healthy, and that is some kind of force.
Yeah, you know, maybe the best stretch of his career was at the start of the decade, a 2011 title with the Mavericks. 2012, he got a gold medal in London and was the defensive player of the year in the league. And in 2013, an all-star. I mean, that's a pretty strong 3-season run.
Here's Harris after Julius Erving's basket. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
The 76ers leading by 5. Cheeks kicks to Irving. He feeds it to Malone. 76ers moving the ball around. The pass to Cheeks. He kicks to Iverson. Shot clock at 6. And Chandler sends it back. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
How about taking a look at some of the numbers from Dirk Nowitzki last year? First in free throw percentage, 13th in scoring. And he was also very dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 three-point shooters.
And Steve, when you brought up his rank as the top free throw shooter in the league last year, I mean, it reminded me of just how steady he was. I mean, as close to automatic as you can be from the foul line.
Now here is Harris. He has 7. Over to the left wing. Here's Nowitzki. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Terry dishes to Harris. Here's Crowder, defended by Cheeks. And it's Harris off the drive. Releases from 15, and there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Harris. 17 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Philadelphia leading by 3. And Philadelphia
going over with his team in that last huddle. He talked to his guys about the importance of functioning as a unit, not as individuals, and on the need to help each other find open shots on the perimeter. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris.
And you look at the legacy of success for the Mavs, you have to go back to 2000 to find the last time they had a losing season. Even in 2013, in what they term a disappointing year, they went 500 in the cutthroat Western Conference. Pretty impressive.
And here are the 76ers now. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. Pass to Cheeks. Dishes to Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. The Mavericks pull it in. And you look at how much ownership can impact the team's fortunes the first 20 years for the Mavericks. They cracked 506 times, but they've done it every season under current ownership.
Well, I know ownership is important, partner, but come on now. They do have Dirk Nowitzki, and he has a lot to do with that winning record as well. But no question about it, the Mavericks are clearly a first-rate franchise, and everybody from ownership on down can take pride in that.
Here is Barea. Wright with a screen on Cheeks. Now the feed to Crowder. The dish now to Wright. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Malone's got his 5th rebound in this one. The drive by Iverson. Here's Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 16 points.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Barea kicks to Nowitzki. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Nowitzki's got 4 points this quarter. Outside Irving. Up top Chamberlain. Out to the right wing. Malone passes to Irving. Count that one.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Dallas calls timeout. You look at Julius Erving, trailed by 5. Barea kicks to Lito. Fires top of the key. Misses off the right iron.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
Cheeks the pass to McGinnis. Here's Cheeks. Guarded by Wright. Pass to McGinnis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McGinnis has got his 2nd basket of the night. Dallas has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Feeds it to Lito. He dishes it to Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Barea. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those things has been rebounding, Clark, because they have really come out and taken control of the boards.
Now here's Iverson. He's got 13. And Wright pulls it down.
Boy, he has been struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Cheeks. And Dallas with a change here, too. Harris is checked in. Philadelphia leading by 7. Brandon Wright, the former 8th overall pick back in 2007. For his career, Steve, a field goal percentage of around 60%.
Well, he's figured out his niche in the league. He wasn't sure what he was when he arrived, but he's a backup big. He's a diver. He's an offensive rebound guy. He's a lob catcher. So, you know, not a one-on-one scorer, but somebody who can play off of others very effectively.
Here is Barea following the basket made by Wilt Chamberlain. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, that was a pretty assist by Harris.
The 76ers have gone 7 of 13 in the 3rd quarter so far, just above 50%. Here's the screen. McGinnis against Wright. Again, Philadelphia.
And Wright, because he's light-weighted, can struggle in matchups with stronger opponents. But he is a shot blocker. His length really helps him in pick-and-roll situations.
And for Wright, it seems like he'll always be slight of build, but he hasn't been one to chafe over his playing time. He just focuses on playing well in the minutes he earns.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
Devin Harris originally signing a 3-year, $9 million contract with the Mavs going into last season, but had to settle for a 1-year minimum contract after the physical revealed he had a dislocated toe.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Mutombo comes in for Chamberlain, and Free subbed in for Iverson. And Harris missed the first half of last season, but then Clark, when he returned, he played fairly well.
Kevin, I thought he still had that burst of quickness combined with solid playmaking, and he's a nice combo guard to have on your roster.
Here's Collins. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 3 on the clock. Knocks it loose. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And it's the 76ers with the ball. The shot's good from McGinnis.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Barea with him. He's guarded by Collins. Crowder dishes to Wright. Dallas moving it around. Crowder kicks to Blair. Drilled from 11 feet out. Blair's got 5 points so far. The 76ers leading by 7. 1:57 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Free. Kicks to Iguodala. Clock at 6. From 12 feet out. Here's Mutombo, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Mutombo's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers. Harris outside. Now the pass to Barea. Wright with a screen on Collins. Off the screen. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And for the 76ers, they're shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Mutombo sets a screen. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Passes to Free. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And it's an 11-point 76ers lead.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Now, here's Blair. He's got 5. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Iguodala kicks to Mutombo. Free against Harris. Dishes to Collins. 11 feet away, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Here is Barea. 6 points for him. Harris outside. He feeds it to Blair. Mutombo with some nice D. Here's Free. Banked in off the glass. He's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, they've played terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for him, Steve. No doubt about it.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Philadelphia ahead, up by 15. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Harris.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
Here is Barea. We've got Allen Iverson. Moses Malone out there with McGinnis. Then there's Irving. And it's Cheeks in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Irving. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Cheeks. Finished off the break. And the 76ers lead by 19.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
To the paint. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Chamberlain's checked in for Philadelphia. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Barea kicks to Chandler. And there's the feed to Nowitzki. And it's good from the elbow. Nowitzki's got 23 points.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Malone passes to Chamberlain. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Ill-advised dunk attempt there. He aimed for the highlight reel and ended up on the blooper reel.
Here's Barea. And Dallas again with the bucket. And so here is Philadelphia. Here's Cheeks. Iverson left side. Pass to Cheeks. Shot clock at 6. Fades. That one wide left.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Barea with it. Terry with a screen on Cheeks. It's Chandler high post. Nowitzki outside. High post try. Again, the miss by Nowitzki. The 76ers leading by 13. Irving dishes to Malone. Back to Irving. Iverson outside. He kicks to Irving. Here's Cheeks. Feeds to Malone. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 15.
It's the 10th straight.
We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it. Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
Here's Crowder. Nowitzki inside. And he gets it to go. Nowitzki's got 10 points in just the second half. The 76ers leading by 13. Timeout called the 76ers. Malone outside. The dish to Iverson. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Iverson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. And yes, sir, that one drops. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter. And Steve, you talk about Nowitzki's career with the Mavs, a perennial playoff contender. 2 trips to the finals, and of course the 2011 title.
Well, he's been the cornerstone. I mean, not just a great player, but a great teammate as well. Just the way he approaches his work on a daily basis. The influence that he's had on that franchise is just remarkable. The investment that they've made in him and vice versa has pretty much made the Mavericks over the last decade plus, where they've really dominated on the glass. And of course, they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know, rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Iverson, no luck.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Terry. Shot is off.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Here's Cheeks. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got his 4th assist in this one. Mavericks trailed by 17. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Crowder. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Cheeks. Irving drives in. Chamberlain, no good. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Nowitzki's got 12 points in just the second half.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Took him no time at all on that one.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Here's Crowder. Nowitzki outside. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Cheeks. Can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And here's Barea. It's Nowitzki, top of the key. He dishes it to Barea. Kicks to Terry. Dallas moving it around. Nowitzki with the screen on Cheeks. Here's Crowder. And it's Malone with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 15. Iverson passes to Cheeks. Chamberlain down low. He's working on Nowitzki. And that one's good by Chamberlain.
He's enjoying himself today, guys. We knew going in that he'd have the upper hand on the glass, but I didn't think it would make this much of a difference.
Up top, Barea, defended by Cheeks. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the pass to Chamberlain. Right side Irving. From 15 feet away. He shoots again. In deep, Chamberlain drops it in.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Yeah, he's trying to take the wind out of
Offense
it.
needed to run through Irving. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Iverson. Passes it to Cheeks. Back to Iverson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Chandler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To stop the drought, Harris misses.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Cheeks kicks to Iverson. Dishes to Irving. Puts it up from 12. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Irving. 22 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
Which can't be undervalued, Clark. So many times a game can come down to which team wins the free throw battle.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, guys, the D-League, a test bed for ideas that might, make their way to the NBA. And one thing we've seen there is a mission to get games down to 2 hours in length. They really want to shorten the length of these games.
Well, they've banned consecutive timeouts. They've reduced their number overall. The idea is to hold viewers' attention and provide time certainty for the broadcasters.
And so Irving nails both of them.
And condensing the game, we've seen it at the NBA level too, cracking down on pregame rituals and requiring players back on the court quickly after a timeout. The commissioner even talked to owners about shortening the game to 40 minutes, so less might be more in some ways. We'll see. I'm in agreement with that. I'd love to see some of the fat trimmed off the game. I don't know if 40 minutes is where I'd go, but some of the extra things that delay the game, I would love to see that pace picked up so there's not as much wasted minutes during the course of a 48-minute game.
And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Philadelphia.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Well, what a great way for them to have kicked off this season series. These two teams play twice more, and no question who's going to have the advantage in those games after what happened here tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though, Steve. I mean, the team coming out on the losing end of a game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in games 2 and 3.
And if you had to pick one player who would maybe take over everyone else in terms of picking up his game, it was, I think, that kind of a night for Irving. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see he was a difference maker.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Cheeks the pass to Irving. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
At the line for your 76ers, Julius Irving. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So both teams changing it up here. Good on both. Now here is Harris. And Dallas again with the buckets.
This run probably just a case of too little too late.
But at least they're still going after it and playing hard. It would have been very easy to throw in the towel a while ago.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
We thank you for tuning into this first game of the new NBA season. So for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K Sports team, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. But first, let's reveal the Jordan Player of the Game, Julius Irving.